Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Halloween buns or melted monsters. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into your mixing bowl place your strong white bread flour followed by the salt, then mix the two together until they are fully combined. Then you can go ahead and add in the remainder of your ingredients. I like to start with the other dry ingredients, which is the yeast and the sugar, then add in the wet, which is vanilla, your oil and your milk, and then just mix on a low speed to start with, starting on a low, working up to a medium high, and then you can add in the colour. I added the colour before, but you can also do it during and it won't make too much of a difference. Make sure you're using a good quality one, as when you're colouring dough it may take a little bit more and you're a more concentrated version. Then once it's mixed and pulls away from the bowl, so it's been mixing for around 6 to 8 minutes, you can then remove it from the bowl, give it a brief knead on the surface, bring it into a smooth elastic ball, then place into a lightly oiled bowl covered with cling film and leave somewhere warm for around 45 minutes to an hour, or until the dough has doubled in size. This will vary on the climate that you're in, so somewhere warmer will take less time, but just keep your eye on it, and once it's doubled in size you can then remove the cling film and knock it back. I only used a spatula here because I was scared the dough was very sticky, but it wasn't. So you can just get your hand in there and knock it back. Once you've done that, you can then place onto your surface and just bring it off into a smooth bowl. Then start to scale the dough. So I took the weight of mine and divided it to get the amount I needed, which was around about 130 grams per ball. So then I take mine and I just roll them up and smooth them out as best as I possibly can. I can do 2 at a time, but feel free to do 1 at a time if you want to get it more perfect. Then place onto your tray, leaving space in between each one, as these will batch up a little bit or get really close once they're proven. Then cover with cling film and leave somewhere warm for around half an hour or until they have doubled in size. I find that the second proof works quicker than the first. Don't know why that is, but it just does. So here are what mine look like after around about half an hour, but it was really warm when I was making these, so that probably did help. Before they go into the oven, you can then go ahead and brush them over with some egg wash. This will make the buns go a brown colour, but don't worry, when you rip into them they're still purple, which kind of adds that kind of colour and makes it look a bit more melted, which is perfect. All the baking times, temperatures and everything else you need will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below. So once your buns are baked and cooled, you can go ahead and make the glaze, which will go on top, which is just a simple ice and sugar mixture. So I add ice and sugar, vanilla, milk and some food colouring into a bowl and mix until I have a thick but spreadable consistency, which for me, or for bakers, I feel like that would make sense. Transfer into a piping bag and pipe it on. I make it into this kind of jagged, kind of like melted, kind of not perfect but like a little bit ugly look, so it looks like they've melted. And again, this is completely optional, you can do it however you like. You could dip them, the choice is really up to you, so just take the time to decorate them however you would like. Here are what mine look like. You could leave them like this, but I feel like they need a little something, so I had these edible candy eyes, which you can pick up from most cake decorating shops or even in the supermarkets now. I add different ones onto different buns and then you get a kind of a mixed array, and they look kind of cute and they'll be great for a Halloween party. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.